Hi, I'm Catherine Leon, and my research paper is called Music, the Key to Concentration. My research question is, does music have an effect on how well students can concentrate? I found articles by Bihil et al. And Singh that both found that there's a positive relationship between participants listening to music and their concentration going up. The purpose of this experiment was to find out if a specific genre of music had a negative, positive, or no effect at all on concentration. I hypothesized that classical music would produce the fastest and most accurate results, as classical music is commonly seen in shows and movies as the way that helps people study the best. So first I had to begin with identifying my variables. My independent variable was changing the music genres between sheet to sheet. My dependent variable was the time taken to complete the math problem sheets, i.e. concentration. If they took longer to complete it, they weren't as concentrated. If they took less time, they were more concentrated. I recruited 4 participants, one of which being me. These are my friends. I kindly asked them to join, and they said yes. So participant 1 is a 19-year-old female who is a biology major, and participant 2 is 16 years old, male, computer engineering major. Participant 3 is 19 years old, male, a systems engineering major, and participant 4, 19 years old, female, and a systems engineering major. As you can see, 3 of the 4 are engineering majors, with only participant 1 being a bio major, but the genders are split evenly with 2 women and 2 men. So collecting data, this is what my sheets would look like. The participants would fill out their sheet, and I would write their time taken at the top. As you can see, this is my sheet, my name is at the top. There's a number under my name with a genre next to it. Each number was assigned to a specific sheet, which was also assigned to a specific genre. So math sheet 1 was assigned to no music, and math sheet 6 was assigned to pop music. So in this case, sheet 2 was classical music. So once the participants would finish taking the exam or finishing the sheet, I would individually go and make sure that problems were right, they were wrong, I would mark them wrong. In this case, this is 800, but there were other cases where they were not. So for the results, no music actually performed the slowest with an average of 7 minutes and 26 seconds. Rap was the fastest with 3 minutes and 36 seconds. As I'm sure you guys can see, participant 1 is the only participant that did not have consistent times. In no music, they took almost 17 minutes, and their fastest, being rap, was almost 7 minutes. So there's almost a 10-minute gap between their fastest and their slowest, when that is not the case for participants 2, 3, and 4. Moving on to accuracy, dubstep was the best performing one in terms of accuracy with 95%. Rap and classical were tied with 90% both. So I hypothesized that I got these results because music with fast tempos or beats per minute, like rap and dubstep, help people concentrate better. Some articles that I found that were similar or contradict my articles are, for example, participant 1 could not concentrate while listening to rap and classical, which contradicts Popa's findings. Popa wrote an article about classical music being the best music to study and work with because it calms people down, similar to what I hypothesized at the beginning. Some other things to know. Participant 4 became anxious while dubstep played, contradicting Jabali et al.'s findings. Jabali wrote an article about them testing athletes and their performance with and without music. They had 2 groups, a control group without music and a group with music, and they found that there was no change in mood or physical abilities. So there shouldn't have been, according to Jabali, there shouldn't have been an anxiety that came when music was played, but there was. And an article that I found that was similar to my results was Chakrabarty et al. They found that tasks are completed with a better concentration when listening to music. They tested this hypothesis by having drivers have, sorry, someone came in, by having drivers drive with music and without music. They found that the people that drove with music were better concentrated and more aware of their surroundings. So to conclude, one of the major limitations of this experiment was that there was only 4 participants. We only had a week to finish this, and a lot of college students have very busy schedules. So I only had 4 participants for this study. I believe that research is important because it has a very great benefit to studying and working. So this could be, music could be the difference between a 70 or a 90, depending on students. If someone concentrates better, someone could concentrate better with music, they should have the knowledge that that is something that has been studied and proven. For future research, there should be more participants. If there's more participants, maybe in the hundreds or thousands, specifically for college students, that could help narrow down if specific college majors perform better with specific genres. So, for example, if it could be that biology majors perform better with dubstep, but engineering majors perform better with classical, so on and so forth with different majors. And yes, these are my references. Thank you for listening.